Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over a 2022 Logan Coach Bullseye 4-horse gooseneck. It is available. It's one of the very few 4-horses that we actually have available even on order. So it's really cool that you guys can actually maybe come look at this and take it home today if it's something you're interested in. Cool thing about this is not just your standard 4-horse that you typically see. It is a double tack setup, which I think is a really cool, really popular setup that we've started doing on most of our trailers. Cimarron and Logan both we started doing this on just because it's so popular and so user-friendly for you guys. Up here under the nose, pretty standard stuff from Logan. The thing I like that we did on this trailer, we do on most of our trailers, is we do matching wheels all the way around, even on your spare. So you will have a matching aluminum wheel right here in case you do get a blowout or a flat or something like that while you're traveling. You can put the spare on and the trailer will match still all effectively. You won't be riding on a donut or, you know, an off-colored steel wheel. It is just a standard manual jack. Can be upgraded to a hydraulic jack if that's something you guys wanted. But I do want to point out that you'll notice all the black on this trailer. It's on this drop wall, it's coated under the neck, your coupler's coated in it, and that's a vortex lining. And what it is just a really hard, almost rhino-lined plastic that they spray coat any exposed steel on this trailer. That way you're avoiding rock chips, you're avoiding dents and dings, and more importantly, you're avoiding water getting to the frame of this trailer so it doesn't rust on you guys. And I think it's really cool Logan puts that product pretty much on any exposed metal on this trailer, which you guys will see is the whole time we're walking around it as well. Up here we do just have your standard Bulldog Coupler. It is a 2 5/16 ball, and you do have a safety pin running through it, which I think is really handy that we started doing that on a lot of these newer trailers. If you look at the older trailers, you won't really have a pin, and what that does, it gives us the ability, if you hit your brakes really hard or something like that, it could fall and this coupler could slide. So having that safety pin on a trailer is just really, really handy for you guys and just keeps help you and your horses safe and travel a lot more freely. Here is your tack room here on the off side. You will have a matching tack to this on your driver's side as well, but we'll start over on this side. We do have your 4-tier swing out saddle rack. It runs off a gas piston, so you can pretty much start pushing it. It'll pull itself in. You can start pulling it and it'll kind of push itself out for you as well. I think it's really handy that you have this here because if you notice, you can tie out right here behind me. You can be pulling saddles and blankets right off these racks, right onto your horses. And it's really easy to do so without having to jump in and out of your trailer. Over here on your door, we also do have a 4-tier swing out blanket bar. Again, you can be saddling right behind me, blankets and stuff like that. The reason I really like the swing out blanket bars is because a lot of times you'll be traveling and your blankets are really hard to get on there. I know on my trailer at home, ours doesn't swing out and it sits just kind of like that. Once you get 1 or 2 sets of blankets on there, it's really hard to get the other 2 on because they're pushing against the door, they're pushing against each other. So it's something I wish my trailer at home had, was a swing out like this, just because it allows you to freely slide your blankets on and then fold them over here against the door to where they're secured for travel here with this clip. Below that, you do have a brush box again for sprays, brushes, stuff like that. Thing I like about it is it's got some marine grade carpet in the bottom of it. So it will kind of keep that water from running and get all your stuff dirty, but it also will drain if you do get something to leak or blows up on a cold night or something like that. And you can easily take this marine grade carpet out, spray it off, insert it back in, and there you go, just like new. I'll jump up in here in the tack room and show you guys around. Thing I like about when you go to double tack is we kind of have to make this tack room a little bit bigger just to make it all work. So it gives you guys plenty of storage in here. I mean, you can look back here at this drop wall. You're going to have plenty of room to store totes, grain bags, feed, anything you need like that. And again, you'll notice that black vortex lining coating everything in this trailer. Above here on this partition wall, we do have your bridle hooks with that carpet behind there. The reason we carpet behind there is it just gives it a little more protection for stuff you have hanging. You're going to have conchos hanging there, bridles, bits, stuff like that. And it just keep it from rubbing on that steel or aluminum. A little more protection than that rhino lining does. But again, if you have some long hanging stuff that's sharp and can scratch stuff up, that vortex lining is going to protect this perfectly. We do, in the corner over here, have this trailer equipped with a 35-gallon water tank as well as a hose. Cool thing I like about it is you can, maybe not this hose that standard comes with, you can get a little bit longer hose, hook it straight up and run it out the doors and water all your horses from this right out the doors without ever having to pull buckets and go from water spigots and stuff like that, which I think is super handy. Then again, this is that swing out. I was showing you guys how it operated a little bit earlier. But here is that gas piston and run that. You can kind of see how it works. You barely start pulling it and then it kind of reaches a certain point, pulls itself out and holds itself out, which I think is awesome. So you'll see with both these swung out, I mean, there's plenty of room for you guys in here. On top of that It is got LED lighting all the way around this trailer, including the front tack for your horses on the inside and on the outside, which I'll show you guys here in a little bit. You have an LED above each door, that way you can kind of see your saddles if you need to coming out the door. You're not tripping and falling coming in the trailer, and it gives you plenty of light to grab your stuff. You also do have a light up there on your nose wall. Again, you can sleep in this trailer. I mean, you can throw a mattress up there and sleep in it, no problem. If you ever wanted to, you could put an AC in here, 30-amp package, and get you guys some power too as well. And then again, there's your other light right here on this other door out this tack room. Cool thing I like about it is they really thought of everything. You do have a switch by each door. That way you're not coming in one door having to walk all the way across the trailer to turn your lights on. You will have a switch by each door in this trailer. And I'm going to swing this in and show you guys this other side of the trailer. So again, it's pretty much going to be a mirror image of that passenger side we were on. You are going to have your 4-tier swing out blanket rack. Again, they're really, really handy. You are going to have that same brush box with the same carpet on this side. The reason I really like it is because typically on a 4-horse, you're really only going to get 4 saddle racks and 4 blanket bars when you order a trailer, pick a trailer up or something like this. But by doing a double tack, you get 8 saddle racks, 8 blanket bars, you get a bunch of bridle hooks. So you really get the options to carry a bunch of different saddles and tack for whichever horses you're hauling. That way if you have some horses that you're gonna take one weekend, some another weekend, you're not having to pull over to the barn and swap all your tack out every weekend. You can pretty much fit everything you have in this trailer, which I think is super handy. And then again, we're on the driver's side of this trailer, so you will have these nice Logan drops that we all love. The reason we all love them, if you're not familiar with Logan windows, is they made them super simple for people to use, even if you're a shorter person or something like that. If you can pretty much reach the bottom side of this window and grab this lever, all you have to do is pull down. The Logan windows are big, heavy-duty windows that drop really freely. You can drive with them like this. They are secure to drive like that. They also, if you want to run them up and you just want a little bit of airflow for your horses, whether you be feeding them or something like that, they do have just a sliding type in there. That way you can let them eat without that wind blowing your feet around and hay around, and still get them a little air so they're not getting too hot in there. But same lever type on the front. They kind of did the same thing right here. So if you don't have to reach all the way to the top of the window to drop your gel bars, all you have to do is reach this middle bar and pull down just like you did on the window. And there you go. You can easily jump up there, check on your horses. I like to always load my horses and then tie them from the outside. Same thing when you get to where you're going. I think it's super helpful. You can jump up there and untie them and then unload them, versus opening your back door and have them try to back out over the top of you, getting a wreck, stuff like that. So I think Logan windows are super, super handy, and they operate super, super effectively. Again, these are the matching aluminum wheels, kind of like that spare I saw over there. That spare's flipped around up front so you couldn't really see. But these are the same wheels that you'll see on your spare. The axles on this trailer are 2 7,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles. You will notice the green cap right here. These tires are nitrogen filled. The reason we do that is because a day like today, when it's 50 degrees out in the morning when we're filming here in Colorado, this afternoon it'll probably jump up to 75, 80. And what that nitrogen fill does, it just keeps that tire PSI from fluctuating too much on you. That way you're not having to stop and air up your tires or deflate your tires and stuff like that all the time. And then again, I talked about that LED lighting on the inside. You will have LED lighting all the way on the outside of this trailer as well. You do have one spotlight up here up top. You can kind of adjust that to get the light to where you want it out here while you're saddling. You'll have one on the back and one on the other side that I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But again, it's super helpful. I can't stress it enough to be able to drop every single one of these windows, check on your horses, feed on your horses, all from the outside of the trailer. And again, it's just a really clean setup when you can run all these going down, and they operate super freely. The thing I love about these windows is they're super heavy duty. I can pretty much get this whole 4-horse rocking without even tweaking these windows. I mean, they're big, heavy duty windows. You can't hurt them. And you know with horses, you're gonna need big, heavy duty stuff all the time, because if there is a weak point, a horse is gonna find it and they're always gonna break something. But these Logan trailers are really, really good about building a nice quality trailer for you guys to travel in. And again, coming around to the load side or your back end of this trailer, you will notice all that black Vortex lining I always talk about. Each back door is coated in it. About halfway up the walls inside is coated in it, and all your support beams are coated in it. So again, anywhere a horse can kick, paw, scratch, lean against is going to have that Vortex lining on it, just again to add to the longevity of this trailer for you guys. So the base model or the standard model of the Bullseye will come with the Vortex lined, again, that Vortex lined wood floor. Wood floors are great. The cool thing about them is they will kind of self-drain because they do have those gaps in them, so you're kind of getting the benefit of a self-draining floor without having to pay for that polylast or that worm flooring. Wood floor is just as strong as aluminum. I mean, this trailer's floor is going to last 10-15 years for you guys, no problem. You can always upgrade the Bullseye model as well and get the aluminum floor with slats, or you can upgrade it again and get the aluminum floor with that polylast like I mentioned, which is just a permanent rubber flooring that drains as well. And then again, jumping up in here, pretty standard stuff. Logan does have, you know, these not full dividers, but these non-airflow dividers, and they do come standard padded, which is nice. A lot of trailer companies, you will have to pay extra for some pads, but Logan throws them on these Bullseye models just in the package. Another thing I like that Logan does is on this back stall, this is a telescoping divider, you'll notice, because if you wanted to run with these closed, if you're loading an ATV, a UTV, or something like that, there's no way you could do it because you couldn't get those back doors shut. So Logan went ahead and made this back divider a telescoping, so it'll slide into itself, it'll latch over to the wall. That way you're not having to pull dividers out if you want to haul a four-wheeler or something like that. You can just pin them over to the wall while you're hauling the four-wheeler, and if you need to load horses back up, pull it back out and you're ready to go. Again, it's going to be a matching divider. It won't be telescoping just because it'll clear those back doors. But again, you'll see how easy these Logan latch mechanisms actually work. I mean, I can easily open all these one-handed, close them all one-handed, and it's really easy to load horses in this trailer as well. The thing I like about it is they give you clips. I mean, maybe something little like that you guys don't think is a big deal, but you'd be surprised what trailer manufacturers will skimp on. So it's really nice to give you those clips to actually hold them over there. Again, you will notice all the LED lights on the inside for your horses as well. That way, if you want to give your horses some light while they're eating and traveling, maybe so they can see while you're traveling, you'll have enough light to do so. I like them, again, because we do have those nice big drop downs. But if you pull over to get gas or something like that, you can always drop those windows, click the lights on, and see exactly what condition your horses are while you're traveling, which is super, super important, especially if you've been on the road for a couple months, traveling to rodeos or shows, whatever. Maybe your horse can get tired, then get lax, and it just makes it more prone for your horses to get hurt. So it's really nice to have all this lighting to be able to check on your horses on those long trips. And again, I will show you guys just how easy these close. You pretty much can slam, sorry for my coughing. You can pretty much slam all these gates, one-handed, two-handed, however you want to close them, really effectively. And again, they are super stout gates. So I mean, you get horses leaning on these and stuff like that, you're not going to bend these, you're not going to break these. Your horses are going to be really, really safe traveling in here. And then again, above me, if you look right here, we do have, you know, your marker lights, your tail lights, but we do have a spotlight that's going to match your side spotlights as well. That way you have enough light right here when you're loading them, your horses can see where they're jumping in, you can see where your horses are jumping in, and just make sure everything is safe for you and your horses while you're loading. And over here, we're on your, you know, your ditch side or your tail side of this trailer. Again, you have those big nice drops on the front. You will have 4 big sliding types on this hip wall. This kind of gives you the ability to really regulate your airflow with those big drops on the front, with your little sliders and your big sliders on the hip wall right there, and then your air vents inside that I forgot to show you guys. But you will have the option to really, really customize the airflow for your horses and keep it very tempered in there while you're traveling, which again is super important for those long hauls that you're traveling in. Again, down below you will have the matching aluminum wheels that look really, really flashy. Might be kind of hard to see today, but the color of this trailer isn't white. It's like a charcoal, or not a charcoal, it's like a non-metallic silver, which looks really, really good with the wheels on this trailer. It's a little dim out, so you don't really get the nice sun reflection off of it, but it's a really cool colored trailer that really flashes really nice with those wheels. And then again, your swing outs on here, it's really handy to have them on both sides. But again, I just want you guys to keep in mind that it's been really hard for us to get trailers, especially new Logan trailers. It's really hard for us to keep them on the lot. But this one is available. It's a really nice double tack setup. And again, we do have other trailers coming in on order, so if this isn't maybe exactly what you guys are looking for or what you have in mind, go ahead and give us a call. We can check our own order list. We can always build you guys something as well. But if you are interested in this trailer, the stock number for this trailer is 5N210576. Again, it's a 2022 Logan Coach Bullseye 4-horse gooseneck, that really nice closet tack setup. And just keep in mind, we can do that closet tack setup on pretty much any trailer you guys are wanting to build. So if you love the closet tack, don't love the trailer, or you love the double tack, don't love the trailer, we can always do that on a build for you guys or any trailer you have coming in. Again, if you're interested in this trailer, maybe some other ones we have on order, or want to build your own custom trailer, go ahead and give me a call. Again, my name's Tanner. I'm with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.